The good fortune of knowing oneself and feeling it like a flash of lightning can happen to all people. Formation is a task of forming and transforming the candidate to embark on the right path to reach the destination. Each individual enters the formation house considering to be our second home. Here, certain learning and relearning is necessary to attain the transformation of an individual. Pope Francis, in his document Ratio Fundamentalis Institutionis Sacerdotalis on the gift of priestly vocation, writes about the value of vocation. Formes are the uncut diamonds to be formed both patiently and carefully, respecting the conscience of the individual, so that they may shine among the people of God. Forming is a process which begins during the formation and continues till the last breath of an individual. Santhome Seminary is a formation house for the first year seminarians of St. Thomas province of Vincentian Congregation. It is situated in a small serene village of Munnurpalli, 17 kilometers far from Ankamali in the diocese of Ernakulam, Ankamali. The natural charm and green ambience in and around the campus cherishes the mind and soul of the inmates and the visitors as well. Seeking the intercession of St. Thomas the Apostle, Santhome had its humble beginning on 23rd June 2002, Father Matthew Pothalil VC as its first rector. It began the formative journey in 2002 in Munnurpalli, equipping its students to be the future missionaries.
Good evening, friends. I feel happy to address you on the occasion of the celebration and the completion of 20 years of Minor Seminary ministry at Munnurpalli. It was in the year 2002. It was shifted from Maidani to Munnurpalli. And I feel blessed to be the first rector of the Minor Seminary. There were about 28 minor seminarians, and some of them became a good priest, and they are serving the province with all dedication and sincerity. Once again, I wish you all the organizers his best wishes. Thank you.
State of art, extracurricular activities, small sports arena give an opportunity for the holistic development of the new buds of Vincentian Congregation. It is indeed a second home for the candidates, providing an atmosphere to learn and a chance to grow. Its first batch completed the 8th year of their priestly ministry, and one among them shares the beautiful experience of his first year seminary life, how it encouraged him to be a strong missionary during all kinds of difficulties at mission fields.
Sometimes we don't realize how good the old days were until they are gone. Yes, dear brothers, things end, but memories last forever. It's for me a great pleasure to witness to the 20th annual day celebration of Santhome Seminary, Munnurpalli. I joined this seminary in the year 2002 as her first batch. Yes, it was like a kindergarten where we started our journey of becoming priest for Christ with so much of enthusiasm and desires. We could feel each other as real brothers. Now, as a priest, when I look back to those days, I gratefully remember the formation I received here under the rectorship of Reverend Father Mati Pothalil and Reverend Father Martin Pinedath, who gave us a spiritual atmosphere. My formators gave a holistic formation with a lot of motivations. Their aim, as I think, was to make us more courageous in spirituality and more human to fight for Christ in whatever circumstances we are posted as missionaries in the future. Why I said this is to make you aware that the formation you receive here is like treasures which help you to shine like stars in the future as good and vibrant missionaries for Christ.
To develop and cultivate eco-friendly attitude, Santhome engages its candidates in agricultural education too. This seminary is a complete solution of joy and happiness with the motto of love Christ and serve the poor. During this initial period, Santhome had a good number of students flocking to be the priest with an ardent desire to work in the mission field. Let's lend our ears to first vocation promoter and vice rector of the seminary who shares his experience.
Dear friends, this year our minor seminary, Santhome Minor Seminary, is celebrating 20th anniversary of its existence. And this time I'm very happy to extend warm greetings and best wishes to you all. It is in the year of 2001 we have decided to start our minor seminary in Kerala and to have a permanent vocation promoter because of the provincial synaxis. Reverend Father Matthew Vattakuri appointed me as the first permanent vocation promoter in Kerala.
The transformation occurs through conversion and shapes the heart and mind of the student, and thus the formee becomes a person who is called to be an effective minister of the world and sacrament. Intellectual formation moves from an exercise of the mind to a transformation of the heart through repeated encounter with the Lord. Regular prayers, holy Eucharistic celebrations, and meditations draw the minds of candidates towards the Almighty, and they get clear vision of their journey to priesthood. Constant accompaniment of the priest and religious and the pious presence of the elderly priest who were the great missionaries of North India in the campus motivate the candidates and inculcate the zeal to be future missionaries of the congregation. God uses the mediators to call his missionaries. Now, the present vocation director shares the challenges and difficulties of vocation directors of present time.
Dear friends, Santhome Vincentian Minor Seminary celebrates its 20th anniversary. In this auspicious occasion, I would like to thank all my predecessors, those who have done their ministry as vocation promoters. Their hard work paved me a bit, and I congratulate them for their hard work and their enthusiasm. In this scenario, the vocation promoters are facing a lot of difficulties. One of the difficulties is that the less number of children in Christian families. It is not only the duty of the vocation promoter, but it is also the duty of every Christian parent to promote vocations. They should support the church. They should also think that they are not part of the church, but they are heart of the church. Then only they can also involve in the activities of the church. Once again, I congratulate all my predecessors, vocation promoters, and I wish all the very best to the Vincentian Minor Seminary, Munnorpilli.
Different batches and different rectors and vice rectors have served here in the seminary, and today we remember each one of them with gratitude and love.
And those whom he predestined, he also called, and those whom he called, he also justified, and those whom he justified, he also glorified. Romans chapter 8, verse 30. The ultimate purpose of seminary formation is transformation. This word formation means molding, fashioning, and developing. It's a gradual unfolding and becoming of oneself to the fullest form to which one is potentiated. The purpose of formation is to have a realistic knowledge of self and development of personal gifts and talents. When one faithfully works over it, there is a gradual change and transformation. Jesus called ordinary people, and he provides the necessary formation as he accompanied them. Here, candidates should be visualized not like clay becoming a pot, where one submits oneself passively to the formator, but like a seed becoming a plant, where the formee has the potential and is an active agent in its formation. The formative program in Santhome is planned to assist the seminarians to grow into the likeness of Christ. This calls for a holistic formation with a proper blending of human, physical, spiritual, intellectual, and missionary aspects. The seminarian is the protagonist. Everything else has the role of creating a suitable ambience to animate the process of formation. I'm very happy to be here, the part of this mission of the congregation. And it is a jubilant moment for all of us because this seminary has completed its 2 decades and 20 batches have come out of this seminary. I believe moments such as this remain etched in institutional memory. Today, we are here to celebrate the successful closure of another chapter, the long history of our alma mater, and to herald in a fresh outlook. We look at the years with gratitude for the exuberance this institution has witnessed. We rekindle and invoke symbols of the past, while through our very presence here in full regalia, we stand resolved to work together for a promising future. May God bless you. Thank you.
worship you, O Lord. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you for calling us. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you for calling us. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you for calling us. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you for calling us. Santhomites, gather before Jesus. We love you, cherish you, O Lord. Santhomites, gather before Jesus. We love you, cherish you, O Lord. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you for calling us. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you for calling us. worship you for calling us. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you, O Lord. We worship you for calling us.